Hello, this is
Hello,
Boris
everybody.
from here. Welcome to Spit Engineers, or the Motley Crew, or many other names that we've chosen to call this. Minty, what are you calling this? I don't know yet, Boris. I've got no idea.
I'm so glad you picked up on that.
I promise my Boris Praversham accent won't become more of a parody by the end. I'll try my best to retain it. Otherwise, it'll end up. And that's what it'll be like. And I don't mean any disrespect whatsoever. Because as we all know, Boris's accent is unique in the world of YouTube as far as I'm concerned. Which is a very good thing. There's only one of them.
There's only one of them.
There's only one. And no, I'm very confused here. So I spent the last episode painting. So several buckets of paint lying around, but I've noticed there's some discrepancies between the two sides, and I don't know what to do. So we've got these yellow parts. We've got some yellow crosses, and we've got some yellow bars. And on the other side, I look down, and to the bottom, you'll see the yellow vertical bars come up from the base, the floor. And that's not happening on the other side.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
So what you've got to work out is which one was Boris's experimental side and which one was the obsolete side.
Now I am confused.
So whichever one he was experimenting with is the side that is most up to date.
Is that the side he's happy with?
It's the side that he's currently is.
All right, I'm going to go with that
head.
then. No more talk is needed.
Right, I'm bringing a welding ship. I shall weld.
Fantastic.
Now I've got a full set of welders. I'm thrusters.
Lovely. So you fixed that up already? Oh, it's not. Wasn't too much damage because you did have quite a problem after drilling behind these walls in the last session. You damaged your drill ship quite a lot.
Well, I brought it in. Same with the welder this time. I brought the drilling ship in with quite a bit of damage already on it, and I hadn't done any. It had been out for 2 or 3 drilling expeditions without doing any running maintenance. Because usually especially with my drilling ships, every time I take them out for a run, I just run a welder over them afterwards. But yeah. You do a bit of running repairs and then nothing ever breaks. But I hadn't had time between episodes and things, and
that makes sense. I made a mistake today. I'd been looking at a game that Drunk Spider-Man had been playing recently called Adventure Capitalist. And I thought, I was always wondering to myself, that's interesting. And then I went and looked at it, and now I'm addicted. And it's, I'm sure you'll know of the browser game Cookie Clicker.
Vaguely, that rings the bell. It was like
a totally meaningless game where it involved clicking a button on the screen as much as possible to make cookies, essentially, and your cookie empire. And so really that was the only mechanic in the game, was clicking this one button to make cookies. So you could increase the amount of cookies by investing in some other things that made the number grow in size every time you clicked it. So instead of it making 1 cookie every click, you could get up to 100,000 every click. And the point of the game was, there was no point in the game, you just wanted to make a big number. Well, Adventure Capitalist is the same, a little bit more geared towards adults, because it's all about making money. And it is ridiculously useless, but notoriously addictive. And yes, it's a grave mistake. Now I know I will be switching that on every so often and spending meaningless amounts of dollars on meaningless amounts of things that makes no difference to anything ever. No sense of achievement.
Oh. Our temporary party platform has no iron in it.
I think there's iron in my adjacency. And whatever components you want, there's probably
I just
ready-made
realised
as well.
I've been flying around just comparing these two walls for the last 5 minutes and not actually doing anything. So let me just start painting. So it
Oh,
See
I've got
if
the
Boris
color.
comes along and repaints. At least you're giving him to
work with.
an
Yeah,
even
true,
canvas
true.
to work with.
And that's all I want to do. It's my own OCD that's also making me do this. I'd love to get something finished somewhere. Okay, I'm going to grind something. That's it. I'm going to grind you. And I've just realised I've been in third-person view for that whole last episode. I'm going to come out with third-person view. Huh. Then I never do that. Okay. And if anyone can see now, going through my toolbars, I'm up to number 6 now, and they're just full of rubbish. None of them have the block that I want in them.
Boris was saying that he doesn't use anything except his number 1 toolbar,
Yeah.
despite complaining endlessly that he does
Exactly.
have toolbar space. Oops, sorry, Anubis.
And
Yeah,
he
I
only
came in to
uses
steal
the, he
some
said the
stuff
last
here.
3 slots. The last 3 slots in the right. And it's amazing
Yeah.
how people utilize these things, because I generally will have my welder, drill, and grinder in slots 1, 2, and 3, and then my most common blocks in the rest of the slots. And then as I cycle through each toolbar up to number 6, I usually try and have groups of similar objects. But today it's not working. It's futile.
Do you have girders?
Do I have what? Sorry,
So
Anubis?
anytime anyone says girders, I just think of Iron Brew. From bars,
Yeah,
iron
made in
girders.
Scotland.
So it's this Scottish soft drink made from iron
Yeah.
girders, as they say. But it's in fact made from at least 20 E numbers, and that is it.
And it's the
It's
least
hard
soft
as nails.
drink you've ever come across.
And it was the go-to hangover cure.
I'm proud of it.
Essentially. You could drink a good litre of Iron Brew
I
after it, the morning after, and it would, I don't know what it would do for you, very bad things. It's like I suppose the English equivalent would be Tizer.
Yeah.
They both basically stain as bad as red wine or worse.
For the American equivalent would probably be, if you imagine mixing Mountain Dew with Cherry Coke.
Really good for you.
Oh my god.
Something that
That's
tastes
right.
like nothing else.
That
And is
In fact, I
full
let
of
I
things.
let my son taste Iron Brew the other day. I got it in my
Indescribable things.
supermarket, and he said that tastes like creaming soda. I said, no, it doesn't. How dare you? How very dare you?
It does,
It tastes
you're
of iron girders.
right.
Tastes
Rusty.
like girders. Love it.
Yeah, it does
That'll be
have
this
sort of iron metallic.
We're really selling it. What's the Canadian soft drink?
Because we have one.
Well,
and
I
only
suppose
one.
the one that you would associate mostly with Canada, the one that
Yeah.
possibly you have invented.
Oh god.
There you go. There's a job for you. No, don't even have
Oh,
one.
they don't even have one.
I don't know. Like, I mean, Dr. Pepper
Yes,
comes to mind, but I think that's American
that's
too.
something you're missing badly in your culture. Your own soft drink.
Yeah, we need
Yes, that's
more
exactly what we
soft
need.
drinks in this world.
I don't drink soft drinks anymore. Albeit sometimes I will indulge in an iron brew. But I was a
I
Coke
just stick with
child,
okay.
not the soft drink Coke. And I can attest to anybody out there that likes soft drinks, stop drinking them, because I'm looking forward to getting dentures. They really are not good for you.
Yeah, no, they're not. They're really bad for you. I used to drink as well when I was younger,
No.
but I don't
generally
anymore.
try and,
Drink soft drinks.
Being in Australia now, water is the main. Scottish people don't drink water. They generally don't, which is a terrible thing because we're all dehydrated. But it's because of the atmosphere, the weather, I suppose, the environment. It's too cold, and no one really feels like it. It was only when I went on hikes with scouts, and there was nothing else to drink. And if you didn't drink water, you would die. So yeah, I've got used to water, especially in a hot Australian summer. Nothing better. But then again, they say chilled water is bad for you. Nothing's good for you in this world.
I've heard that.
Apparently,
that seems wrong to me.
they say it lowers the core temperature
I
of your
think it's
body,
all
and
about
therefore your body has to spend more energy in heating your core temperature back up again. I mean, there's a little bit of sense to it, but I don't really care because it tastes great.
Yeah. I'm thinking I try to do something artistic here, and I don't think the game's going to allow me to.
Could you have done with such creativity? Oh, are you matching these lights in the background? Oh, they're beautiful. Oh, that looks good.
Well, okay, but I need to I need this to be airtight though too, right? So, like, how do I fill these gaps?
Now, I have come across this same issue.
Right.
You can't. You have to end. Oh no. Yeah.
So I can't
no,
do a
no,
nice
actually,
little curve like that.
Which side did you place this glass from? From underneath or from on top?
Would be from the same level as everything else, right? So it'd be from underneath, I guess.
You could try and yeah.
Oh, I see what you're gonna say. But I won't be able to see through
no,
then,
well,
right? Because I'll have to put a block underneath it, and then.
For example, if I just undo, yeah. So take this one out.
Oh, I
and
see what you
then,
mean. Yeah, put this.
And then I've got no room to pick that up.
And then put this thing in here.
Knock that out of the way, and then probably use this. Oh no, I'd even use this one. I'm gonna do a Boris here. Yes, that felt great.
Yep.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll pick up all the stuff you're dropping here.
Yeah, so I'd use.
There was an episode with Boris that wasn't there in the past where it was like, does anybody need X, Y, or Z components? I'm like, no.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
okay, because they're
No,
off.
that's
They're
right,
off
yeah.
yonder. They're
See, I'd
gone.
use that block. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, I see. See, I want to put.
Oh, I know.
I want
know.
constant building so bad. Come on, guys.
I know.
Evil Engineers has it. Give it to us. I know I complain about this every episode.
How
But...
they can. Is there a reason they can introduce it into one game and not into the other? Especially the second game they've made and not the first? It is. And
I
don't
know,
get
that
me
seems
started. Where's that
blasphemous.
soapbox? I've been getting involved in too many conversations on Space Engineer discussions within the Steam Space Engineers forum because I can't help myself when there's somebody, for want of a better descriptive term, whining little bastard going on about the need for planets and forgetting everything else that Keen have done and giving them a game which will give the basis for these aforementioned planets. And there was a chap on recently who was blatantly flaming the community, and he called himself an asshole. He was publicly admitting that he was an asshole, and I couldn't help but just subtly agree with the fact that he was an asshole, but doing it in a way where I wasn't. I'll try not to make sides on this. I just try to wonder, if people forget. People forget things so easily. And it's but anyway,
Yes, they do.
Planets will come whenever you want.
And also,
I'm actually on the opposite side of that argument. I'm very much the guy that says, fix what we already have before you give us something that's probably going to add a lot more problems.
I'm seeing more and more chat of the fact that they are heavily trying to fix this netcode before planets come anywhere near the game.
Yeah, I mean it just seems
if you want
smart,
to maintain
right,
the player base that you still have, then you eventually have to attend to the dirty job of optimizing. Which no one wants to do, but
I mean, yeah, the game, like a lot of people play single player and creative on their own, but a lot of people play multiplayer, and I don't know which one's more popular, but multiplayer, it's basically like, I mean, I just had this happen to me with my Buildy Donut, right? I had to give up on using pistons and everything because it just isn't going to work. So, like, I can't use the most interesting blocks in the
correct.
game.
And that's the same over my my ping
sad.
rate is quite high for this game, around 300. And so the use of pistons in the elevators is defunct. I can't even try, which is frustrating to say the least, because I do like a good elevator design. And we noticed that the other day when we were helping out Boris, where it's nearly impossible to use it at any speed which is feasible. Yeah,
you were falling through the floor at the lowest
speed. Bring on the netcode fixes. I don't give a rat's ass about planets at the moment. And what is that?
Yeah, me too. But Sal's probably sitting there going, when are they going to stop?
The latest point in this is an interesting one where Marek had apparently, and this is all third-hand information, so I can't say whether any of it's true or not, but there'd been mention of animals being introduced into the game.
Well, I think they're planning on doing that in the medieval one. I think when they bring planets, my guess is that basically medieval engineers and space engineers merge, right? Like it's the medieval engineers' planets is basically what a space engineer planet would be, right? Just a lot of them.
I've been imagining
I could be
the same
wrong
thing.
on that. Yeah.
Why aren't these colored? Oh, there we go. And I thought, I just say to myself, listen, this is called space engineers.
Do this.
It's space engineers. Surviving space. Surviving an asteroid. Forget about the planets. Damn you all to hell. There's no planets in space. I wanted to get away from the planets. In space,
Yeah, so this was a great idea, Minty, but it's not going to work.
Because of the...
No, well, come and look. It looks like it works, but I'll explain why it's not going to work in a minute.
Oh, I'm amazing.
That's right. You can actually get here quick now. Look at you. Hey, you're flying in space now too. Like you're driving a car.
Oh, so,
yep. You have to use the putt-putt noise. Come on.
I'll do my thinking noise. Yep. Yes, I see why you're saying this is not going to work because of the glass. Oh no!
Sealed.
Damn! Between glass on separate planes. Yeah.
Because the two are blocked, right? I think that this will be considered open, and the one above it will be considered open. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that won't seal.
Also, in equal measure, could be wrong. Oh, that's very exciting. And
Bum,
I
bum,
think
bum.
that's actually nearly time. I'm going to let you call that.
Fine,
one.
is it? Yep.
Ah, good. The blinkies are working.
It is.
Oh, well.
I'm getting the blinkies.
Well done, everybody, for noticing time as a concept. It works. See ya.
It works. See you next time.
See you next time.